Is this the year Samsung finally takes foldable camera quality seriously? That's what a lot of people are wondering as the Galaxy Z Fold 7 gets ready to launch this summer. In the past, Samsung's foldables haven't been known for having great cameras. Sure, they've been decent, but never really at the level of the main Galaxy S series. But this year might finally be different. If the leaks are true, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 could bring some long-awaited upgrades that improve not just the hardware, but also your overall photo and video experience. Let's start with the basics. Like the previous Fold models, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 will have 5 cameras in total. That includes a triple camera setup on the back, plus 2 front-facing selfie cameras, one on the outside display and one under the main inner screen. The big change this time seems to be the main camera. Leaks suggest that Samsung is upgrading the main sensor to a 200-megapixel camera, similar to the one used in the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Special Edition. This is a huge improvement over previous models, which have stuck with older camera hardware for a while now. So what's the benefit of having 200 megapixels? For one, it gives Samsung more flexibility. With such a high-resolution sensor, you can crop images and still get a lot of detail, almost like having a zoom lens built into the main camera. This could help the Fold 7 deliver better zoom shots, even if you're not using the dedicated zoom lens. But Samsung isn't dropping the zoom camera. The telephoto lens is expected to stick around, and it will likely stay the same, a 10-megapixel sensor with 3x optical zoom. That's decent, though a bit behind what some other flagship phones offer these days, especially when it comes to long-range zoom. The ultra-wide camera also isn't expected to change, so we'll probably see the same 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens with a 123-degree field of view, just like in the Galaxy Z Fold 6. While not groundbreaking, it's still a solid performer for wide-angle shots. Now, what about the selfie cameras? Don't expect anything new here. Samsung seems to be keeping the same 2 front-facing cameras, a 10-megapixel selfie cam on the outer screen and a 4-megapixel under-display camera on the main folding display. The under-display one is still not known for great quality, but that's the trade-off for having a camera that hides behind the screen. It works, but you won't be getting amazing selfies from it. This decision makes sense, though. Upgrading under-display cameras is still tricky, and most phone makers haven't found a perfect solution yet. So, will all of this add up to a better camera experience? Most likely, yes. Samsung has always been strong in software processing, and now with a better main camera sensor, the Fold 7 could finally compete more closely with other top-tier flagship phones. Are faster charging speeds and longer battery life finally coming to the Pixel phones? With the Pixel 10 series expected to launch in August 2025, it's clear Google has something big in store. It's not just another release, it's the 10th generation anniversary of Pixel devices. The lineup will likely include the Pixel 10, Pixel 10 Pro, and the large Pixel 10 Pro XL. Everyone's talking about the new Tensor G5 chip, the first one made fully in-house and built using a 3nm process by TSMC. That means better performance and power efficiency. But what about the thing most users care about every day? Battery life and charging. Let's talk about the battery capacities first. According to leaks, the Pixel 10 and Pixel 10 Pro are expected to have 4,700 mAh batteries. The Pixel 10 Pro XL could go slightly bigger, with a 5,060 mAh cell. These aren't huge upgrades from the Pixel 9 series, but the efficiency gains might still give us longer screen time. This improvement likely comes from the new Tensor G5 processor. Unlike the older chips, which were built on Samsung's platform, the Tensor G5 uses a much more efficient 3nm process by TSMC. That should help the phones use less energy for the same tasks. Another smart change is the rumored switch to the MediaTek T900 modem, which is known to be less power-hungry than the Samsung-made modems used in earlier models. This could be a big deal, especially during 5G tasks or video streaming, which usually drain the battery quickly. Also helping stretch battery life. LTPO screens on the Pro and Pro XL models, which can scale the refresh rate from 120 Hz all the way down to 1 Hz. This means the phone can save energy when displaying still images or reading content. As for actual usage, Google promises all-day battery life, with up to 100 hours possible when using extreme battery saver mode. While other phones, especially in the Chinese market, may boast battery sizes of over 7,000 milliampere hours, Google is focusing on balance and software-based power management. Now let's talk charging. Big news here is the potential support for QI2 wireless charging across all three Pixel 10 models. QI2 improves coil alignment using magnets, charges more efficiently at up to 15 watts, and reduces heat. This is similar to Apple's MagSafe or the newer Samsung Galaxy wireless charging systems. That means no more guessing where to place your phone on the pad. It'll just snap into place and start charging properly. Wired charging is also expected to stay strong. Using Google's 45-watt charger, the Pixel 10 and 10 Pro may charge up to 55% in just 30 minutes. The Pixel 10 Pro XL could reach around 70% in half an hour. Similar to what we saw with the Pixel 9 Pro XL, wireless charging will also remain. Can a foldable phone really be thinner than a regular smartphone? That's exactly what Samsung is trying to prove with its upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7. And if the leaks are true, it could become the world's thinnest foldable phone ever made. Samsung has taken a lot of heat in the past for its foldable devices being bulky and thick compared to others in the market. But this year, it looks like they're flipping the script. According to a very reliable tipster known as Ice Universe, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 will measure just 3.9 millimeters thin when unfolded, and when folded, it will still be only 8.9 millimeters thick. To put that into perspective, it'll be thinner than any foldable phone we've seen so far, and even slimmer than many regular smartphones. Now, of course, making a phone this thin comes with some compromises. But surprisingly, Samsung isn't cutting corners on battery life. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is expected to pack a 4400 mAh battery. That's quite decent for a foldable of this size. And Samsung is reportedly using new battery and charging technology to make it all work inside such a thin frame. This focus on slim designs isn't just limited to the Fold series. According to the same source, the upcoming Galaxy Z Flip 7 will also follow the same approach. It's said to come with a 4300 mAh battery, which was already confirmed through a certification listing last week. Samsung clearly wants to stay competitive, and their new strategy seems to be making thinner and lighter phones instead of going all out with massive battery sizes. This idea is expected to carry over to other models too. For example, the Galaxy S26 is also rumored to be designed as a slim phone, focusing on form rather than battery bulk. As for performance, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 will reportedly run on the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, which should offer top-tier speed and efficiency. Meanwhile, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 is rumored to use the Exynos 2500 chip, which could help Samsung cut costs in some regions without affecting overall performance much. Both foldables are expected to be announced in July 2025, and they'll launch with Android 16 and One UI 8.0 right out of the box. But that's not all. Samsung is also gearing up to release another ultra-thin smartphone, the Galaxy S25 Edge. A recent leak says it will be just 5.8 millimeters thin, making it one of the slimmest non-foldable phones ever made. This upcoming Galaxy S25 Edge will reportedly feature a 6.7-inch display, a 200-megapixel plus 12-megapixel dual rear camera setup, a 12-megapixel front camera, the same Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, 12 GBs of RAM, storage options of 256 or 512 GBs, and a 3900 mAh battery. Clearly, Samsung is going all in on sleekness this year, aiming to break design records while still keeping their performance and battery life in check.